All right, January 20th, 2026. It is 4:45 in the a.m. About to do something crazy and leave here, home, Jacksonville, Florida. Drive down to Disney World for my first pin drop. So let's go on a little adventure. We are here. I've made it. Whew, braved the frozen Florida Arctic today. Got probably the best parking spot I've ever gotten here at Magic Kingdom. Um, just behind and I preferred parking. It's like second row. So I'll take that. Nice short walk into the TTC. Let's go see how far back in this pin line we're gonna wind up being. Heavy Metal Mickey. If you know, you know. What's up, man? Sorry, can't chat. Gotta go buy some pins. Guess we're riding the ferry boat today. They had the monorail roped off. Saw it running, but also never been here this early, so maybe that's part of it. Whew, that's gonna be a cold ride. Hopping on the Admiral Joe Fowler. Fun fact: that was the first name of the riverboat in Rivers of America. That steamboat. It got damaged during a refurb, got replaced, ultimately became Liberty Bell, which is what we all know. And they honored him with the with naming the ferry boat, one of the ferry boats after him. Well, we made it in, but that was a painful, long process getting scanned in. Pro tip: if you ever come to the park with me, don't let me pick the line. The world's worst at picking a line for scanning in for tickets. But there you go. Let's see if we can't find this line. Pins have been acquired, plus a couple little extra things. Let me see if I can't find somewhere to sit down in the sun because it's still freaking cold, and show you what I got. And this is what I wound up with. Got the that big jumbo poo. The thing is awesome. Super excited about that one, and that guy. This was a cool surprise. They dropped this one today. Surprised everyone with it. Excited about that one. And I just think this Jafar is cool. The enchanted doors. And just a couple of open edition pins for the collection. Not a bad morning. Now that we've got some pins acquired, let's go ride some stuff. If I have some time a little bit later, I might go on a little side quest to Epcot. It's so cold this morning. Nobody wanted to ride this ride, but it's like the crowds have picked up. If you've never looked down coming through Liberty Square, just look at where you're walking. If you've never wondered, why is there this brown pathway running right through the middle of the street? Well, maybe there will be a Liberty Square episode where I reveal that answer. But if you want some homework, go look it up. Promise you, you will never walk on it the same way again. Since I'm over here, making my way over to Tomorrowland eventually, but just take some time sometime. Don't follow the crowds on the main pathway. You might, you'll find plenty of quiet little corners in the park. And there's just a ton of details everywhere. It's incredible. So you'll notice here, if you've ever looked up, probably never noticed that the shutters are crooked on all these windows. There's a reason for that. I never noticed till someone pointed it out to me. But the reason for that is during the war, Revolutionary War, we obviously weren't getting, a bunch of metal and musket balls from where they would normally come from over in England. So people started taking down their iron hinges on their shutters, replacing them with leather, which would eventually stretch and sag, and that iron would be melted down into musket balls. So if you ever come and look, that's what that's in reference to. Obviously, these are made of metal, but they're meant to represent those leather straps that were used as hinges. Pretty cool. No line of the People Mover. That is a must ride.
Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Morag 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster liners, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland. First up, Progress City, Walt Disney's amazing dream for a community of tomorrow. Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson at the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Got a little bit of a line on a cold day like today. People waiting to get their hot caffeinated beverages, or piping hot caffeinated beverages. I don't blame them. It's still cold.
If I may be serious here for a moment, I've seen a lot of planets, but I gotta tell you, Earth, from out in space, is one of the loveliest sights I've ever seen.
Stopped for a bite at a Cosmic Rays, old standby. I'm usually a tender diehard, but for some reason today, the truffle French onion burger was calling to me. So it's now noon after Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna call it a day. Note on that burger, it was. Let's just say I'm gonna go back to Team Chicken Tenders. Stick with the tenders, but it was sustenance, if nothing else. So I'm gonna hop the monorail, head over to Epcot, see if I can tackle that side quest that I mentioned earlier.
As you board, please continue moving across your car to make room for everyone. Please offer available seating to those needing special assistance. If you're standing, please hold onto the handrails and stay clear of the door. The monorail will depart momentarily. Thank you.
10 minutes for Spaceship Earth. One of my favorite rides of all time. That's not a surprise. I will not be riding it today. Last time we were here, my daughter wanted to ride that so bad. We were here for like a long weekend, and it kept breaking down. She never got to ride it, so she's ridden it before, but just on principle. I'll wait for her this time. All right, so the whole reason I came to Epcot today, before I leave, I got a couple friends who are looking for some specific pins. Nothing crazy, no limited editions, just a couple of last year's Wave A, Wave B, um, and one or two other things. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna head on into the the breezeway. We've been there before. It's a pretty serious little spot, and I can only imagine. I've never been there on a pin drop Tuesday, so maybe the crazies died down. We're about to find out. I feel like I'm entering the Coliseum, so pray for me. All right, I survived. I survived the breezeway. Moderately successful. So there were 5 pins that my friends were looking for. I did get 3 of them. So there you go. If you're watching, you know who you are. I got them. So, and then for me, let me just show you what I got a couple things for my collection. A couple Sweet Dreams, Donald Chaser, and that is gonna look awesome on the board. I think that's gonna do it for today for a quick day trip down for my first pin drop, uh, little park hopping action. Um, yeah, it was a good day. It's about 2:15 now. Really short day. Didn't really ride a whole lot. Looked around, um, checked out a few different things. Just kind of enjoyed being here. Now I kind of want to go home and see my kids, see my wife. So got about a 2.5 hour drive home. The Joffreys at TTC to the rescue. Hadn't had any coffee today, which is insane. That it's now 2:30, but yeah, I guess I was just riding high on the Disney World and pins, but that's not gonna last me through the drive home. So got my caffeinated beverage, headed home. It is piping hot, as it should be. So see you later, big guy. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thanks for coming along, riding along. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Um, Obviously, this is the first one of these I've done. There's no use trying to hide that fact. Um, but just coming down here, come down here often. Thought it'd be a good time. Thought I'd give it a shot. Um, there will be more. I'm not gonna promise how often. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how many there will be, but there will be more. It will be heavily Disney focused, but maybe not always. There's a lot of adventures out there, and none of us are getting any younger. So one day I'll sit down, have a chat, tell you guys maybe what inspired this little behind the scenes action. Um, but now's not the time. So enjoy. It's going to be rough around the edges. Appreciate the feedback. These will get better. But yeah, you want to jump on, come along for the journey, come on and do it. Name of this channel, at least currently, unless it changes, is Big Beautiful Today. So it shouldn't be hard to figure out the meaning of that. Yeah, there is a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every one of these days. But we're not always promised it. And that fact has been made very apparent lately in my world. So don't let your focus on tomorrow distract you from the beautiful today. Not every day is going to be good. Some days are going to suck. I've had a few days lately that really do suck. But every day is a gift. There's always an adventure to be had. Enjoy the day. Go have an adventure. Until next time.